weighing at 58 kg. Let's now get the official introduction of the two boxers, from the ring, and also Nathaniel Alto.
Ladies and gentlemen, supervised by the World Boxing Association, it's my pleasure to welcome into the ring the two boxers taking part in the final and the main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jill Drills WBA Pan-African Super Featherweight title over 12 rounds between Ghana's Bright Ayala and Nigeria's Wahab Oluwaseun. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, would welcome Bright Ayala from Ghana. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome here into the ring the boxer fighting across. Please put your hands together for Wahab Oluwaseun from Nigeria. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we invite into the ring the president of the Ghana Boxing Authority and also the WBA supervisor, lawyer Peter Zwenes. Please welcome him with a big round of applause. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome into the ring a Hall of Fame inductee, the first to have come from the African continent and the greatest as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Professor Berima Azuma Zoom Zoom Nelson. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I invite into the ring the promoter for this bout. Please put your hands together for Hetaman. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the main sponsor for this main event of the evening, please put your hands together as we welcome the CEO of Jodrell Limited Ghana, Mr. Dave Harper. And now, And also, ladies and gentlemen, we invite into the ring the immediate past mayor of Accra and also member of parliament for Ablekuma South. Please put your hands together for Mr. Alfred Oko Vanderpoy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, finally, we invite into the ring celebrated international WBC judge Atar Eddie Papo. Please put your hands together. Also at this time, we invite into the ring a former president of the Ghana Boxing Authority, Mr. Samir Kaptan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get ready for the action here at the Bukom Boxing Arena in Accra, Ghana. We present to you this great boxing spectacle from the heart of Accra, which has produced great boxing champions from the rest of the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen, with the boxers good to go, the audience all over the African continent good to go, the officials good to go, and everyone else good to go. The big question one more time. ACCRA, are you ready? And now I respectfully ask of you to stand as we observe the national anthems of the two nations involved in this main event of the evening. We begin with the national anthem of the Republic of Ghana. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the Republic of Nigeria. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the heart of the Bukum Boxing Arena here in Accra, we present to you the main feature of the evening of the Azuma Nelson Fight Night 5. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, this main bout is sponsored by Jodrill. And now we go to the introduction of the boxer fighting out of the blue corner. From the Wisdom Gym here in Accra and fighting under the very popular Amele Texan. Ladies and gentlemen, he weighed in at 128 pounds. And of course, he's fighting with yellow and black trunks. With a record of 14 wins, no loss, and 9 of the wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, help me with a big round of applause to acknowledge Bright the Checker Ayala. And now, ladies and gentlemen, fighting across the ring in the red corner, I present to you the boxer fighting in green and yellow trunks, weighing in at 129 pounds and fighting out of the Charles Quarter Gym here in Accra. Born in Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen, he has a clean record of 15 wins.
Is Wahab Oluwaseun and Ghana's Bright Ayala, 2 undefeated boxers fighting at this super featherweight division, one of the crack divisions now in world boxing, with a lot.
Unleashed and exhibited here, but at least so far the two boxers, I'm impressed with their footwork. I'm impressed with their rear guard,
the hand speed and the footwork.
Yes, it's early days yet, but at least what they've exhibited so far, if it's anything to go by, then we are in for a very thrilling bout. I mean, this particular title bout is going to be very thrilling. The two boxers seem very steady, I mean, very serious. Not trying to commit many mistakes, want to take risk, and I'm yet to see how courageous each of the boxers are.
You know, Wahab Oluwaseun is the fan favorite, trust me, and he's coming into this fight thinking that it's going to be royal coronation, you know, but Bright Ayala has got other options. He came in well focused, and don't forget that he is manic trained by the popular Amele Texan, and she's a woman.
Well, I mean, for me, I'm impressed with the fact that she could train Ayala and bring Ayala to this level. That is commendable. I mean, you have only few women trainers in this field of boxing, so it's very commendable. The most important thing is that let's see how her boxer fares, and after that, we will then be able to give us much commendation in relation to what she has produced.
Last 20 seconds of round one, and still Wahab Oluwaseun in the white trunk and able to, take the fight to Bright Ayala in the yellow and black, trunk. Still sizing the opponent, usual of round ones. But still both boxers look very, very active, and that was the job that came in from Wahab Oluwaseun to end round one. No talking points, but I think it's impressive to see how the two boxers showed a bit of industry.
Yeah, very, very close, very, very close, and it's difficult to actually make a call on this. But the most important thing is that we've seen some little excitement, but that is what they've exhibited. Steady. They have been too steady on each other, but from the second round onwards, I want to see more activity. I want to see them releasing their punches. I want to see them jabbing more. So I hope that they'll be able to do that in subsequent rounds.
Wahab's corner is trying to get him focused. He's been staying in Ghana. He lives here, although he's Nigerian. The last time I spoke to him, he says he's come to Ghana because he feels he'll be well conditioned. He'll get the best of training here, and that will set him up, to winning a world title. And there's a bit of work to be done. And so the cornermen of Wahab, they're trying to wrap his foot, and that's what it was spotted early. It could have affected Wahab in the ring.
That is interesting. I mean, these things are supposed to be done very well.
No, but better late than never.
Well, footworks really, if it's about hand wraps, yes, but footworks is rare to see such developments at this stage.
Let's see how it goes. We're underway for round two of the 12. Good combination from Wahab, straight attacking, goes to the body, and that's what we've missed, this night. But it was a good one there from Wahab, and you can see the discomfort when he went downstairs. Ayala quickly had to readjust.
They are beginning to exhibit what we are expecting them to do at this level.
Super featherweights, the likes of Miguel Belchet, Kenny Ogawa, the IBF titleist with 22 fights, 1 defeat.
Machado. Machado is doing very, very well.
Machado is there, from Puerto Rico.
And the man of the moment,
Vasyl Lomachenko. And he's there, 1 defeat in 10 fights. Cracked super featherweight division.
There's a day to Jorge Linares. That's going to be a cracker.
That's going to be a tough one. So good one there from Wahab and also Ayala as they exchange punches. Both boxers very, very cautious. And you can see Ayala does not want to commit himself at all.
Ayala is not jabbing good. I mean, he needs to release the punches. He needs to jab. He needs to work on the body of Oluwaseun. It's very, very important. He needs to counter punch him.
He must beat him to the punch, but he's not doing that. Rather, Oluwaseun is getting his composure, and there he goes upstairs again. But that really didn't connect, but that was a good left hook. He's very, very smart, and it's as if a text message has been sent to him He always can anticipate where the punch is coming from Ayala. And that's Ayala now attacking. He should drop the right. He's still holding it back. And that's what we're expecting, leading with a left jab. You know, it's spotted. And that was, you know, below the belt line. Oluwaseun re-strategizing. You know, he's one of the few attacking and ferocious attacking boxers I've seen on the local scene. Always attacking.
And he has a very good defense. He's a good boxer.
Yeah, looks very composed and, you know, decent. Let's see how he can handle this puzzle, you know, posed to him by Bright Ayala, also undefeated in 14 fights. Durability, conditioning, stamina, you know, will come to bear when we've got two crack boxers. Wow. Two crack boxers. Two crack boxers. When we've got two crack boxers. Ayala needs to win this one to give his career a bit of a push. You know, he needs that booster. The Pan-African super featherweight title is at stake. You know, that Oluwaseun gym is known for producing a lot of boxers. But Oluwaseun, this time round, coming from the Charles Quarter gym, where Charles Quarter himself stayed in the States for some time, and he's doing a great job with some of the boxers. Third round of the 12. And there's no difference between the two boxers. I think they are at par at this point in time. We've not seen, you know, vast difference. You know, good one there from Oluwaseun.
And Oluwaseun looked more matured and composed.
I agree. Ayala goes in. And there comes Ayala again, you know, stepping forward. And you can see Oluwaseun now with the jabs. And there he goes again upstairs, you know, connect. You know, but that came off the pad, if I saw right, if my eyes were not deceiving me. Good one, straight right from Ayala to the chin of Oluwaseun.
That is what he's not doing consistently. He needs to keep doing that. So it means that you have what it takes. So why don't you do that consistently?
You know, he can fight as well. He can box.
Because you need to be picking valuable points.
I think he's realized that. And you know, going
respectful.
Going to fight with Fredo Gomez for the first time, he didn't respect him. He beat him as the defending world champion, beat him and wrestled the title. As boxers at this stage, they need to learn these things. Respect the person, yes, but when it comes to the ring, put the respect aside. There's a job to be done.
And so far, it's been done quietly. Oluwaseun with a left hook. And there's, you can see the gap between the two boxers. That should tell you, you know, the respect they have for each other. There's a big gap between the two. But now Ayala goes close, you know, with his right, and he's now attacking. Final 30 seconds of this, you know, round. Good exchanges. No good one there from Oluwaseun. He got a better offer. He's dancing around Oluwaseun in the white trunk. And he's doing some decent boxing. Ayala trying to catch up. And he goes with the right end of look respectful.
The left eye of Oluwaseun is swollen a bit. It's getting swollen.
So far it's been good. From the two boxers as we approach the fourth round. Yeah, they're enjoying themselves. We're into round 4. And referee Rojabano restarts the two boxers. It's underway now. Yellow and black, Bright Ayala. And Wahab fighting, in the white and ash. It's Ayala now trying to attack Jeff. He's doing that by going downstairs. Adopted another strategy, trying to see if he can work out Oluwaseun. But his punches are not heavy enough.
No.
Ayala.
He's not having any serious impact or effect on Ayala. And in boxing, what you do is that if your strategy is not working, you need to make adjustment to your strategy based on what your opponent approach is. Because after first 3 rounds, you realize that, look, your opponent is what he has brought up. Your strategy is not working, so you need to do adjustment. And you need intelligent boxers to appreciate that and know what to do.
Is Ayala going forward with a jab, and he connects upstairs. Wahab also replied, a couple of punches, but not decent from where we are sitting.
Ayala is taking the bout to Oluwaseun now.
And likewise, Wahab soaking and ready to step forward with those punches. And you can see Ayala stepping forward once again, attacking and attacking. He goes with a jab, but then he missed. Ayala in the yellow and black. Again, he goes forward again, but couldn't land properly. So Oluwaseun will now get back and try to see if he can take over.
There's lack of much of punch activity.
Good exchanges. And quickly they are back to the middle of the ring. The two boxers don't want to fight against the ropes at all.
No, they don't feel comfortable doing that.
And that's Ayala, stepping forward. I hope he can continue, because you need to have a lot of energy in your tank to be adopting that strategy. End of round 4.
Going forward with a jab.
And this is a fan of Wahab Oluwaseun. We're into round 5 of this Pan-African Super Featherweight title bout over 12 rounds. Bright Ayala fighting in the yellow and black trunk against Nigerian Wahab Oluwaseun. Oluwaseun in the white and ash. You know, so far it's been, you know, equal. You know, good one there from Oluwaseun with his left. Ayala will attack now. But there was a reply with a left hook from Wahab Oluwaseun. He goes in again. And he's trying to literally invite Bright Ayala to hit him.
Ayala must stay focused.
Wow,
Ayala,
good job.
Ayala must be the aggressor. He must be landing punches. He must work on the body of Oluwaseun, because Oluwaseun is the more experienced between the two of them, and so he's fought a lot of battles. But Ayala must take the ball to him. He must try to test his resolve. He must try to work on his body. He must try to actually send his excellent left jab. Try to create openings. If you are fighting an experienced boxer, you ruffle him a bit. You put pressure on him. You become the aggressor and see whether he can stand the pressure from you.
So good exchanges there. Easy royal coronation. I've been saying this. Then he should rethink, because Ayala has been really tough and has been fighting as well. There he goes, Ayala. No, that wouldn't count as a good punch. A push spotted by Rojabano. Ayala still will step forward. You know, he's not afraid to take risks at all.
That is a mark of a boxer that will go places if he really
wow,
become
good,
disciplined.
Good combination. Oh, he's fighting on Oluwaseun, not sitting back. He doesn't want to, you know, sit back and, you know, soak punishments. All he's doing is to go straight. The last 10 seconds of this round. A bit of showboating there from Oluwaseun. And that's the end of round 5. Good round.
No, that's what boxer that. Combination.
We aim to start round 6, halfway stage of this Pan-African Super Featherweight title bout between Wahab Oluwaseun in the white and the ash trunk against Ghanaian Bright Ayala, also undefeated in 14 professional bouts. He's in the yellow and black trunk. Wahab defending now, and he tries to fight back. He goes upstairs, you know, double combinations there through the chest of Ayala. Ayala was still no setback. He tries to fight back and Oluwaseun goes in again, but then couldn't get a target.
That was good combination coming
that
from
was a good look.
Combination. Oluwaseun, he's showing experience, composure, he's controlling the bout, he's fighting in a rhythm. He's picked the rhythm from the last round to this round. He's really fighting in a very good rhythm. He's controlling the bout very well. Yes, Brad Ayala is trying to fight back strongly, but he's not landing punches. He's not giving us combination. He's not working on the body of Oluwaseun. So yes, he's doing very well, showing some level of aggressiveness, but at the end of the day, that is immaterial. The most important thing is that after the aggression that you've shown, after good footwork, you need to make sure that you work on the opponent body, you create openings and land decent punches, connect some power shots, because those are the key attributes that the judges will be looking out for, that will score you the bout, the needed point that will enable you to win. So that is the only disadvantage so far that Bright Ayala has displayed. But for Oluwaseun, he's the experienced boxer. He's fought a lot of boxers, so he knows what to do. He's calm, he's keeping his composure, he's fighting in his rhythm, he's controlling the bout very well. He knows when to be steady, he knows when to go in for combinations, he knows when to release a left hook or a jab, and that's exactly what he's controlled the bout very well. He's more composed as compared to Bright Ayala, who is young, aggressive, but lack the needed skill and technique and knowing the right thing to do.
You know, it will interest you to know, that Bright Ayala is 4 years younger than Oluwaseun, so that's understandable. 22 years, Bright Ayala. And we're just approaching the last 20 seconds of this bout. I've always said boxing is chess on the body, and so you need to work on your opponent if you want to win. And that's Ayala, with some flaky jabs.
I like that boogie, man. That's a good pose and a boogie from one of our cherished patrons. But our patrons are really enjoying the bout.
Well, this has been exciting.
Very.
That's the featherweight fight we're watching.
Who gets, the title? We have to wait and see.
Well, I like the attitude of Bright Ayala in this round. I hope he's going to be consistent.
We've done 7 already, and he's been able to do it. Let's hope and see if he can maintain the sort of energy he put up in the first 6 rounds. A good one, left hook from Oluwaseun. Oluwaseun goes upstairs again, and then now he decides to jab to the body, going in with the left jab, but a quick reply there from Ayala. Ayala drops the right, but he misses. Still finding targets is a problem or a difficulty for Ayala.
because he's not creating the opening for it.
Let's see how he combines, his aggressiveness and also power punching. He goes in with a jab. And you can see how Oluwaseun wants to connect. And well spotted, it wouldn't count. A push from Wahab Oluwaseun. It tells when you enter, into the ring, your composure, your ability to withstand punches, and your endurance level is highlighted.
Oh yes, I mean if you work a lot on yourself, if you are a boxer and you are preparing for a big fight, praying for it. They see it because you exhibit it. I mean, you see a well-conditioned, a well-drilled, mentally strong, and
fight his way back and
Bob is trying to fight. He's trying to fight. Back and his
ready to start round 8. And the two boxers at the center of the ring now. Wahab with a first attempt, but then he missed. It's Ayala now trying to attack. Followed up with his jab with the right, but then missed, and he goes in again. Oh, that was a wicked one there from Ayala. I don't think Oluwaseun expected that one to come in.
Not at all, he least expected it. There's a more reason why he has to be careful with his movement.
And Ayala is gradually, gaining confidence that he can surprise Oluwaseun, for the title. He's doing some decent work, but still far short. You can see inexperience eating him up.
He's really not doing well on the scorecards of the judges. So this is where you need to go in for a lot of combinations, a lot of power shots, or look for a knockout. But you need to work for the knockout.
I agree, Jeff. You must work hard, and get the knockout coming. Was that a clean shot from Oluwaseun? And Ayala still fighting on, but he's been caught. Good combinations there from Oluwaseun, and Oluwaseun still attacking, and he's got the upper hand now.
Oluwaseun. Shot from Oluwaseun, and Ayala still.
Second time, he's done that. Is that a sign of frustration? I don't know.
He's not expecting that Brad Ayala will give him this level of competition.
The last 30 seconds of this round. Into round 8. Closely we're getting to the 12th. Ayala going in with a jab, but then the reply. Left hook from Oluwaseun. Oluwaseun.
Left hook. From
It's round 9 of this Pan-African Super Featherweight title bout. Nigerian Wahab Oluwaseun based in Ghana against Bright Ayala. Bright Ayala in the yellow and black. Ayala now attacking, goes in, following up with his punches, and this was decent. It was a body punch there to the chest of Oluwaseun. What can Oluwaseun do now with a very plucky opponent like Ayala attacking?
Well, he need to just be consistent with his jabs and good combination, because Ayala is not consistent. But at this stage, you need to be picking the needed points for him to be able to retain the title.
And Ayala still will go forward. It was a heavy right, but then missed. Credit to Oluwaseun for swerving that heavy right from Ayala. Still he's going forward. He keeps going forward, Ayala. Trying to be aggressive. And there he goes again with the right, but it couldn't land. And still Ayala, trying to impose, himself on Oluwaseun, but Oluwaseun very composed, calm. He knows what he's doing.
There's a foul.
Yeah, this the third time we've seen, this Rojabano who won Wahab Oluwaseun again. Wahab, staying back and trying to connect with this left and right. So last 30 seconds of this round 9.
I think the young chap, Brad Ayala, have a long way to go. You see, I like his athleticism, his footwork to some extent, even though his footwork is not enabling him to adjust very well. He's only making sure that he move around, but he's not adjusting very well. He's not fighting in angles. He's not releasing his jab consistently to create problem for Oluwaseun. He's not working on Oluwaseun's body. He's not landing decent punches. So he has a long way to go in getting to the top. But so far, at his age, I believe that he will get there if he get the right trainers.
End of round 9. We're into the championship round now. Round 10 of this Pan-African Super Featherweight title bout. Oluwaseun staying focused, composed, calm, and trying to deliver the punches with his right, but still he's got a very stubborn opponent in front of him. That's Bright Ayala, undefeated, and even though he's less experienced of the two boxers, I think he's been close to decent.
Oh, he's giving a good account of himself. I mean, taking into cognizance the fact that he's inexperienced to a large extent compared to his opponent. So he's giving a good account of himself. It's good because the trainer, Militex, will then realize that there's a lot of work to be done.
That is good because the trainer Militex.
Debate: is it better for young boxers to face crack boxers at this level, or they have to wait a little bit after 20 fights, then they get those experienced and crack boxers?
But it all depends on the boxers that are in the weight division that he finds himself in.
The exchange is becoming heated now, with both boxers trading punches.
He's been able to beat boxers within the category in question, and then he's become the #1 contender. Why not? Give him the opportunity to do that.
And there you go again with Wahab fighting back, and Ayala still not giving up, attacking, and he's taking the fight to Wahab. Wahab hasn't had his way at all.
I like what Ayala is doing. I like what Ayala is doing.
And Ayala is still chasing him around.
That is what I expect from him.
No breathing space at all.
Yes. He has the energy. He's showing
a bit of a lion heart.
Yeah, I mean, he's showing that, and he's sending the fight to Oluwaseun. Yes, you need to prove that you are worthy, you deserve to be a champion. You need to not be on a silver platter. You need to work for it.
I said he thought he had come into, or he's just going to be installed champion, but then he didn't know he had a lot of work to do, and Ayala is proving critics wrong with his performance. It's
This is the penultimate round.
Penultimate round, round 11. Let's see how it goes. Who wins? The big question. You know, we've seen some debatable decisions tonight. I don't know how this will go, how far this will go. You know, but so the referee, you know, has got some work to do by
to avoid the boxers slipping.
And it's Wahab who needs this victory badly, you know, to confirm his status as one of the best boxers in the country. Ayala up and coming, and he's trying to demonstrate that him taking some steps back as a result of a slippery canvas, and not as a result of the powerful punches from Wahab Oluwaseun. But still, Ayala is fighting on like a Russian tanker. He's not giving up. Still strong.
That is what I like about him.
And he goes again. Decent one.
Taking risk.
Yeah.
Displaying guts. That is what you need in this division. And for me, I'm impressed with the young boxer. Yes, there are some areas you need to improve, but
and he follows up.
I'm impressed.
And he's chasing.
He's aggressive.
Wahab.
And he's moving Wahab around. He's making sure he's not giving him breathing space at all.
You know, hungry enough, fighting like a true challenger. And his energy level has been same, never dropped. He just as he started round 1, he's been able to carry through to round 11. But Wahab, you know, had some good, you know, punches, and then he traded him.
And he's shown endurance. It shows that his conditioning physical is good. Bright Ayala.
Good from Ayala. You know, his status really befits him. 14, you know, fights, no defeats, no draw. You know, that's good for the boxer. Promising boxer, I think. High points of Azuma Nelson fight night. He'll go down as one of the best. You know, but Wahab was quick with the jabs, and he connected with some punches upstairs.
Wahab is a bit calculated now based on the aggressiveness that is being displayed so far.
Final 10 seconds of this penultimate round.
There are some areas this area must have.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last show of this Pan-African Super Featherweight title bout. This is the 12th and final round. Wahab Oluwaseun in the white and ash against Bright Ayala. Ayala fighting in the yellow and black. The winner takes home the Pan-African Super Featherweight title. So far it's been keenly contested, but from our unofficial scorecards, it looks like Wahab Oluwaseun is on the lead, but we can't tell you whether it's going to be a split, a majority, or a unanimous decision.
Well, my brother, be very careful. We've had some very
wild decisions, controversial decisions.
Scores coming from our judges. So,
how did Emmanuel Nate beat Emmanuel Enim?
Yes. But there is boxing, and these things are normal. It does happen. It happened at the biggest of stages. Madison Square Garden, Mandalay Bay, MGN Ground. It happens
everywhere.
In the mecca of boxing, where you expect to have the best judges, the best referees, but it does happen. So it has become a feature of boxing.
So it tells you that the boxers, watch differently. They see what we don't see, maybe.
Well, let's hope so. But so far, I'm impressed with what Brother Ayala has displayed.
That's what he's doing.
It doesn't matter what happens in this particular bout, whether he loses or not. Trust me, all the trainers need to do is to work on the areas that he's been deficient in this particular bout.
Very courageous and brave, always attacking. He never retreats.
The trainers need to do is to work on the areas that he's been deficient. The areas that he's been deficient in this particular bout. Very courageous and brave. Always attacking. He never retreats.
There from Ayala and Oluwaseun with a jab now. Still staying back and relaxing. Last 30 seconds. Wahab going forward, but lacking that killer instinct.
Yeah.
He's still not able to hit Ayala. Oluwaseun. And Oluwaseun himself, I don't think he's done a lot. Or maybe
really.
We've never given credit to Ayala, but to give credit to Ayala, he's done well, and he's really taking the fight to Oluwaseun. And it's not Oluwaseun fighting. He missed, and Ayala drops. it doesn't look like, you know, it doesn't look like what we've been talking about all night, where things really haven't worked. You know, for the boxers, we were tipping to win. The judges always have different ideas. I remember they watch from different angles.
Because some have to score. If you have to score an inactive round based on aggression, effective aggression, definitely. That's at your discretion. You will determine what constitutes an effective aggression.
They have to define all that clean punches. They have to define. You know, I think for ring generalship, we all can observe and say one was. Right, Ayala, the young one, who gave his all, but I'm afraid maybe it just wasn't enough.
That was very interesting and very exciting bout. It really represented a main event for the evening.
Really, it did. You know, good boxing from the two pugilists. You know, as they stepped in and dished out some nice boxing. You know, we don't know how far this will go, but for Wahab Oluwaseun, he can always improve and then aim for the world title. At least Ghana will share in his, you know, glory if he should go for it. Staying here, working out at the Charles Quarter gym. That's where he's been groomed all this while. And so that'll be, you know, nice to see him move on to become a world champion.
Well, I want him to move on from here. Get to the, for me, get to Commonwealth, win Commonwealth title, and then move to the world.
Yeah, there's a Pan-African, and that should set him up, you know, for the bigger, you know, stage, put him up there. You know, so we're just, you know, about to get the finals from the judges, what they saw and what we also saw. Let's now get confirmation of the decision from the judges on the main bout for the evening. Nathaniel Toy is ready inside the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an interesting title fight, and we're gonna do one long round of applause for the two boxers. And of course, before we go for the announcement of the result, ladies and gentlemen, I'd want you to put your hands together for Ghana's first ever world champion, DK Poison. And now, ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we settle it on the scorecards. Judge Confidence Yagba scores the bout 1-2-0-1-0-9. Judge Erasmus Owu scores the bout 1-1-9-1-1-1. And Judge Shadrach Akwe also scores the bout 1-2-0-1-0-9 for the winner by unanimous decision, the WBA Pan-African Super Featherweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen, Wahab Oluwaseun.
Wahab Oluwaseun has been handed the title, you know, the WBA Pan-African title, and he gets to win it. Unanimous, you know, decision from the judges. Almost every judge scored for the Nigerian who has been training in Ghana. Well deserved from Wahab Oluwaseun. He did what he was supposed to do. good fight from, him. What else can you say? It's reflected, the judge's decision reflected on the performance we saw tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely. That is excellent score from the cast of the judges, because he controlled the ball from the beginning up to the end. I mean, he was able to get into his rhythm very well. We saw excellent combination from him. He was very steady. He knew when to pick his shot. He has good footwork. So for me, I believe that he's done a fantastic job so far. So he deserves to win it, because he's the best. He's the best in the ring between the two of them, so he deserves the title. He has really worked for it.
Another fight night. What will be, your assessment of what we saw, tonight?
Very thrilling, very exciting, unyielding boxers who are well conditioned, deciding to give their best for what they have exhibited. This has been an excellent fight night that we've observed today, because all the boxers gave their best, irrespective of what the outcome is.
So it's been another fight night. The Azuma Nelson Fight 5 ending for part 2. Good boxers on the way. We can only hope for the best, and the future is just bright. A world title is close for Ghana. Sooner rather than later, we'll get somebody to win a world title.
Well,
From
we'll
us
be waiting.
in commentary position, the entire production team, this is Boxing on your World of Champions. Until we come your way somewhere in June, goodbye from all of us.
For your